What's going on, everybody out there in YouTube land? It's your guy Q, the movie collector, here again, back with another 4K video review. And on today's video, we're going to be talking about an 80s comedy. I don't want to say it's a classic because this is actually a first time watch for me. This movie was sent to me for the purpose of this review, and I am talking about 1985's Better Off Dead, as you guys can see there. And this is actually Paramount celebrating the 40th anniversary of the film. So I've got a lot of negatives to say about this release on physical format, and we'll get to that later. But the movie stars John Cusack. He's playing a character named Lane. And Lane is actually dating gosh, what is her name? Her name's Beth, but she's played by someone in the horror franchise that's infamously known as Tina in Nightmare on Elm Street. That's Amanda Wyss. So Lane is actually dating Beth, and they've been dating for a while. He's crazily in love with her. He's got pictures all over his bedroom of her. He basically worships the ground she walks on. Okay, and so he decides to take part in actually joining the ski team. And so while he's there, she's basically telling him, like, look, I want to explore and date other people. So he goes on, tries out for the team, and he misses his mark by a second. Basically, she dumps him, and then he's down on his luck. So then he starts going through all these crazy schemes of trying, trying to get rid of himself. He tries sitting himself in a car to where he's choking on poison. He tries to like jump off the mountain while skiing. That doesn't work. And then he's got his buddy that's trying to, amp him up to let him know, hey man, you should take part in this. Things ain't so bad after all. And his buddy is played by Curtis Armstrong, the same guy who plays this booger in Revenge of the Nerds. But yeah, there's a lot of people in this movie that I was surprised to see. Like all those names I just mentioned. There's also a young Dan Schneider in this film. But anywho, so Lane continues on with being down in his luck, and there's a few scenes in it where like there's this kid that's a paper boy who just wreaks havoc on him, riding around his bike saying $2 because they refused to pay him $2 for the newspaper subscription. But yeah, the movie is got a very good comedy charm. Now I will say, to me, honestly, since it was a first time watch for me, I don't think a lot of that charm held up. For me, now I can't speak for everyone else. If you're a fan, you're a fan. This was just one of those that I felt like that the comedy didn't hit as strong for me. But I still enjoyed it. I very much enjoyed it. I thought it was a really great film. But anywho, so then he ends up getting with this foreign exchange student that happens to be living with Dan Schneider's character and his mom. But yeah, that some of those scenes were funny. You even get I'm trying to think. You even get E.G. Daily, the woman who plays as Dottie from Pee Wee's Big Adventure. She does the voice of Tommy Pickles on Rugrats. She's actually there as herself, basically performing her songs at the dance in the movie. So I thought that was pretty cool to see that. But there was a lot of people in this movie that will go on to become stars in some other realm. So, but yeah, honestly, what I thought of the film was pretty much, to me, there was some funny moments in it that I found really funny, but this is one of those movies that's just like, slapstick comedy ordeal. It's silly funny. It's very silly funny, and it really doesn't take itself seriously. But yeah, that's what I think of the film. Now, on to this release. Now, interestingly enough, you see that there's a Paramount logo here on the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see that. And then up at the top, you see where it says CBS, CBS Blu-ray. And when the movie comes on, the opening credits, it don't show a Paramount logo. It opens up like CBS. So this is a CBS Paramount film. And you see here that it says there's a 2 disc set. It's celebrating that it's a 40th was it 40th anniversary. But I will tell you, just from the shiny glossy packaging, I was expecting, to get some details on, how this movie was made, how it was put together, and things of that nature. But I'm gonna show you guys this. Even with the slip off, do you guys see anything different there? Because I don't. I don't see anything different. So you know what that tells me? Yeah, you get a 4K and you get the Blu-ray along with it. But I hate when studios do stuff like this. There's no special features. None. There's none. You get like a trailer on the Blu-ray disc, but that's it. You don't get any behind the scenes footage, no cast interviews. No one came back to even talk about this film, which I think may actually speak volumes to what they actually thought of this film. Maybe they just couldn't afford to bring back John Cusack. They could have brought back Amanda Wyss. They could have brought her back. Obviously, they couldn't bring back Dan Schneider. If you know, you know. but but yeah, I was very disappointed that for this being a physical release and celebrating the 40th anniversary of this film, there were no special features. Period. So for that reason alone, this is definitely a wait for a sale. And when I say wait for a sale, I wouldn't spend no more than $8 on this. This is just my honest opinion. Paramount, you gotta do better, man. I was just giving y'all high praises before, man, but y'all gotta do better. Put some more stuff on. This is a 40th anniversary. You got it up here on the top. This is the 40th anniversary of this movie. You gotta add more stuff to it. Point blank and period. But what did I think of the transfer? I thought the transfer looked good. I thought it looked good. Nice, clean Dolby Vision HDR. It also has HDR10. I want to say this has a 5.1 audio, the DTS audio. Yeah, it's got 5.1. And does it have mono? No, it does not. It doesn't even have that. So, yeah, you got them in different languages if that's a special feature. Let me stop. But yeah, that's my review for Better Off Dead. And again, like I said, if you're a fan of this movie, like a massive fan of this movie, I wouldn't even say it's really worth upgrading if you already own it. Um, but if you're a fan of this movie and you don't own it at all, I would just look in the past releases, see if there was any special features that came on those, because this ain't it. This is not it. I would probably say this is one of those rare ones where I'm just gonna say I don't recommend it. But that's just my honest opinion. So with that being said, that's the review for Better Off Dead. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I want to hear your thoughts. What are some of the other 80s classics you think would line up with this? I'm a huge fan of 80s classic comedies, man. So this was just one of those I haven't seen before. And I don't know, is this John Cusack's like first starring role? I really don't know. I know he was in 16 Candles, but it wasn't a starting role. So, but yeah, let me know what you guys think of this movie below. And until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.